Both AMD and Nvidia have moved to a new product generation, leaving behind some powerhouse hardware. Not only have they left us with a whole new generation of amazingly priced hardware, but they've also managed to leave room for price cuts on even their newest generation of products. With the new 4080 retailing for over $1,000, both GPUs and CPUs have seen significant price drops over the last few months, with many retailers trying to dump their supplies of 3000 series cards. The same case being for CPUs. So combining the now sub $500 RTX 3080 and $150 3700X, how much performance can you expect? Today we're going to test just that. Starting with Elden Ring at ultra settings, we have a minimum FPS of 27 with a maximum FPS of 60 and an average FPS of 34. Now this game is on ultra and it looks really pretty, but sadly it doesn't have RTX. There's a mod for it, but why, you know, I don't want to bother with the mod, but still, the game looks really pretty even without it, and it's extremely demanding, so you could set the settings back and get better performance. However, you might not want to do that, and 34 FPS isn't terrible. Next, we have Ready or Not at ultra settings with a minimum FPS of 14, a maximum FPS of 53, and an average FPS of 42. This game's pretty. Another game doesn't support RTX for whatever reason. I wish more games did, especially we're in this cool neon mission with a bunch of dead people, which is kind of off-putting, but still, we have all these lights and really pretty stuff, but it doesn't look like there's RTX, which is weird. I think their ultra is actually called Epic or something like that, but it's the highest settings possible, and 42 FPS isn't terrible, especially for a game like this. Next, we have superposition benchmark. We have superposition benchmark at high settings, or it's 4K optimized, whatever. I guess that's it is their high settings, but I don't know exactly what that means, 4K optimized. But we have a minimum FPS of 59, a maximum FPS of 109, and then an average FPS of 86, which this is just a benchmark, but it's kind of a funner benchmark, and there's a lot of really cool stuff you can do with this benchmark. So superposition is pretty demanding, but this kind of lets you see it's not in 4K, or it's not in 5K, it's at 4K, so it lets you kind of see what dialing back the settings immediately does. It pushes, you know, your maximums above 60 and your averages, you know, already above 60, and then your minimum is 60. So, you know, you can think about that. Keep in mind 5K. It's a little bit stronger than 4K. So next we have GTA 5 at very high settings with a minimum. Next we have GTA 5 at very high settings with a minimum of 14, a maximum of 83, and an average of 30. This game, it's been out. GTA 6 looks great. I think GTA 6 is probably going to support RTX. GTA 6 looks like it's going to be a really demanding, pretty game. So I'm very excited for that, and I think the RTX will be able to run it, and I don't think it'll be built on DLSS 3, probably 2 or 1, or maybe just support DLSS or maybe just support DLSS and 1, 2, and 3. And we'll see. They might have updates, and we'll see how Rockstar goes about GTA 6. But for now, GTA 5 runs alright. There's not going to be any optimizations for this game, but you could easily just dial back the settings a little bit. I think the population density changes it a lot, and maybe content streaming or something. I think that was set at like medium, but if you turn that all the way up to high, you'll be fine. Next we have CSGO, very high. We have a minimum of 87, a maximum of 406, 79 and an average of 286. CSGO is a very light game, easy to run. Obviously no RTX, none of that stuff is around. But it runs great. If you have a 144 hertz monitor, I have no problem pushing that. So RTX 3080, it's a pass for CSGO, right? Next we have Cinebench R23 with a single core score of 1155 and a multi-core score of 10,049. So this is just another benchmark, and it kind of gives you a gauge for how the CPU by itself kind of performs. And as you can see, the CPU does pretty great. As far as actual performance, it's great. Multiple tabs open, streaming, gaming, editing. There will be some buffering stuff. Get some more RAM and you'll be fine. Probably like 32 gigs and the buffering will go away. But very great CPU overall. Okay, and that has been all for this one. Yeah, can I recommend this setup? Absolutely, especially with the way that the market's going right now. With everything crashing, 3700Xs are coming down, and they're coming for about the same price as 3800Xs, and 5900Xs and 5950Xs are coming down. Pretty much all of AM4 is coming down. So you might want to look into a little bit more power, a couple more bucks, maybe 20-40 more bucks. Absolutely worth it. As far as the GPUs, they're gonna keep on coming down pretty much until the release. Probably right at the release they'll stop for a little bit, and then they'll start coming back down again. More than likely, that's my prediction. I can't see into the future, I don't really know, but that's what I'm kind of predicting. So yeah, if you want to pick some of these up, go into the description. I'll have what I can find down in the description. Anything else, 3800, 3700s, they're still on Amazon. 3080s, I think there's a couple on Best Buy listings. There's a couple in Amazon listings. A few eBay. There's probably a ton on eBay, but a few brand new eBay listings. And so just kind of look around, find the deals. Sub $500, $600 range. Not a terrible price to pay for these cards, especially the 10 gigabyte cards, $500, 12 gigabyte cards, maybe $650 depending on the LHR, which doesn't really matter anymore with GPU mining being completely dead, and one of the reasons that these cards are so cheap. So if you guys enjoyed that, go ahead and leave me a like. If you guys hated it, leave me a dislike, and you can tell me why you hated it down in the comments. And if you would like to see another one, you can go to my channel and I have other videos for you to watch. And if you would like to see more in the future, go ahead and subscribe, and you can hit the bell and see whatever I post next. And if you guys really like this video, you can press the like button and tell me what I did great on the video. So thank you guys so much, and see you in the next one.